really hard for you guys to get off the field?
I think one of the big things is they made, of course, the big plays when it counted. And, you know, the way that we watched a lot of film on them, but we weren't able to execute the way we wanted to on their run game. You know, that we knew what we had to do, but we weren't quite getting there. And so hats off to them for doing that.
Tanner, the offensive line's been pretty good this year. Tonight they had the holding penalties, the false starts. What can you attribute that to, or what was it, just the crowd, or what?
No, it's just coming down to us concentrating. It all comes down to focus and discipline, and didn't have it. And that's frustrating because that's not who we are. You know, we really pride ourselves on being smart and taking care of the football and not killing ourselves with penalties, and we didn't do that. And so that's frustrating and something we got to learn from and bounce back from this week.
Even though you had those penalties and setbacks, that one drive you had, it was probably about as good as your offense has looked for a while. Moving the ball all the way down the field despite those holding calls and false starts and stuff.
Yeah, it showed what we were capable of. It gave us confidence and showed us that, you know, we can move the ball on these guys. But unfortunately, we weren't able to string multiple drives like that together. You know, it's too bad. You know, we had some flashes, but weren't able to be consistent throughout the night. And you know, hurting ourselves with penalties and turnovers puts us in a hole. And you know, giving the defense short fields, that's not what we want to do. And so you know, it's on us as an offense to be better and to be more consistent.
How big of an emotional blow was that fumble right before the end of the first half?
Yeah, well, any turnover sucks, but definitely right before the half is less than ideal, and so it's tough, you know, and to put the defense out there with just, you know, a short field with you know, in that situation was a big blow, you know, that we weren't happy about. So we got to learn from it, you know, and we're going to come back this week working hard. You know, we've been working hard every week, but it doesn't matter what you do during the week. You know, it matters what you do, but you got to come out on Saturday and execute, and we didn't do that today. So we're going to come back and work extremely hard next week to be better and make sure that we take care of the football and make sure that we bounce back.
Your right hand, you had a bandage. When did you hurt that, and did it affect you at all?
No, it didn't affect me. Just playing football.
Did you hurt it in practice, or?
No, it's just from the game. You just take hits. You know, you get banged up playing the game. It's no big deal, though. I was fine.
Tanner, what were they doing to really shut down the run so effectively? Because you had some openings there and kind of found some effectiveness.
I mean, they're a very athletic defense. They fly around. They have a lot of athleticism in their secondary and in their linebackers, and then their defensive linemen are very stout, very strong. You know, they don't move easily. They're very good at holding their position, and you know, we didn't play tough enough. We weren't able to execute the way that we wanted to, and so it's, you know, it's a matter of execution, and they out executed us tonight, and we got to give credit where credit's due.
Corbin, why weren't you able to get more pressure on the quarterback?
I think one of the main things was they're doing a pretty good job at, you know, switching up their game plan, where the times where, you know, you might think it was obvious pass, it wasn't, or maybe they pass it when we thought it would for sure be a run, and so we're not quite getting into that pass rush mentality. You're more trying to be stout, and so I think they did a great job with that, trying to keep us on our toes and keep us from really getting into our pass rush mode.
Corbin, how much does the defense miss the speed that Zane and Diane bring in that linebacker and secondary? I mean, you have other guys that can play, but those guys just have that little extra gear, it seems like.
Yeah, we definitely miss them. You know, we love those guys, and they're great players. And like you said, we definitely have guys in there that are capable of doing it. And so it's just learning to work through that. You know, we have guys that bring speed as well, but it's just making sure everyone's doing their job at the right time.
Corbin, what can the defense take from this game, playing against a quarterback like that, a running back like that, a line like that? What can you guys kind of take from this game moving forward?
I think the biggest thing for us on defense is, you know, we didn't have a great game at all, but we need to do our job. You know, guys, when you think you have to do more than you should, that's when you start to miss assignments. You know, guys are trying to do more than their assignment, and you know, that's just because you want to you want to play hard. You know, you want to make the plays, but at the same time, you got to trust your other teammates that they can do their job. So for us, it's just learning to stick to your job no matter what is happening.
Tanner, both of you guys have been through losses like this before. What do you see in the locker room today that might be different than some of these losses that you've been through, where you kind of gets away from?
I mean, I can't really compare, but you know, we're a resilient group. You know, we got to bounce back. That's part of the game. You know, losing sucks. You know, you gotta acknowledge that, but then you gotta learn from it. And so we're not content with losing, but we're gonna use it as a learning opportunity and get better from it. And it's on to the next. You know, once you get back to work on Monday, you know, you're getting ready for the next one. And it's part of what makes a season so fun, is that there's constant opportunities to redeem yourself, to get back in the win column, and so that's what we're going to look forward to. You know, we got to learn from this. We definitely got to be better, but we're going to come back working extremely hard to show our resilience, to show who we are as a group, and not let this affect the rest of the season.